Let me ask you something that might sting a little. What if I told you that some of the biggest surprises in marriage aren't discovered during dating? Many men spend years dating a woman, believing they know everything about her. They've had deep conversations, shared intimate moments, met her family, and felt certain they were making the right choice. Then, marriage begins, and suddenly, they discover things they never knew existed. Does that mean women are intentionally deceptive? Not always. Sometimes people hide parts of themselves because they fear rejection. Sometimes they don't even know they're hiding it. They've been conditioned to present a certain version of themselves, the version they think will be loved, accepted, chosen. And then, when the ring is on, when the papers are signed, when the pressure of real life sets in, the mask begins to slip. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught that it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. And marriage is the ultimate test of reaction. How she reacts when life gets hard, when money gets tight, when family pressures mount, when you're not at your best, that's when you'll see who she really is. And if you haven't observed that before marriage, you're walking into a room with your eyes closed, hoping the furniture hasn't moved. Number 1, her true temperament under pressure. Dating usually happens during enjoyable moments. Dinner dates, phone calls, vacations, celebrations. Everything is curated. Everything is at its best. But real life is different. Marriage introduces bills, stress, children, career pressure, unexpected disappointments. Some women who appear calm and collected may react very differently when life becomes difficult. The real question isn't how sweet is she when everything is going well. That's a question with an easy answer. The better question is, how does she respond when life becomes hard? Does she communicate or explode? Does she solve problems or create more conflict? Does she look for solutions or does she look for someone to blame? The philosopher Seneca wrote that it is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. And one of the greatest wastes is spending your life with someone who cannot handle pressure without collapsing. Watch how she handles disappointment before marriage. Watch how she treats family members, how she treats friends when no one is watching, how she acts when she thinks she's not being observed. Watch her reactions when she doesn't get her way. Pressure reveals character, and character, not charm, is what will carry you through a lifetime of challenges. Number 2, her expectations about money. Money is one of the biggest causes of conflict in marriage. During dating, many conversations stay romantic, dreamy, and focused on the future. But after marriage, reality begins. Many women expect the husband to provide everything. Some enjoy saving, while others enjoy spending. Neither of these automatically makes someone good or bad. The problem begins when expectations are never discussed. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius wrote that the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. And if her thoughts about money are never expressed, never challenged, never aligned with yours, the conflict will be inevitable. Ask questions before marriage. How does she view debt? How does she view savings, investing, spending, financial responsibility? How does she view luxury and gifts? Love alone cannot solve financial disagreements. Agreement matters. You can love someone deeply and still be financially incompatible. And financial incompatibility will poison even the strongest love over time. Pay attention to her spending habits. Notice how she talks about money when she thinks no one is paying attention. Notice whether she lives within her means or whether she's always reaching for the next thing. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus also taught that no great thing is created suddenly, and financial compatibility is no exception. It is built through honest conversations, shared values, and a willingness to compromise. But you can't compromise on something you've never discussed. Number 3, her family influence. When you marry a woman, you are also marrying into a family culture. Many women deeply respect their parents and relatives. That's beautiful, and it's a sign of good character. But sometimes unhealthy family influence continues after marriage. Every disagreement becomes a phone call home. Every decision requires family approval. Private issues become public discussions. The Stoic philosopher Seneca wrote that true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence on the future. But when a woman is dependent on her family's approval for every decision, she cannot fully enjoy the present. She is always looking over her shoulder, always checking in, always wondering what they will think. And that anxious dependence will strain your marriage. Healthy marriage requires healthy boundaries. Marriage creates a new family. Parents should be honored, but they shouldn't control your marriage. Pay attention to how dependent she is on her family before marriage. Does she say things like, "Let me confirm from my mother. I will ask my sister. Are you sure my mother will not be angry? My mother said this. My brother said that. My uncle said this." If you hear these phrases often while dating, understand that your marriage might be controlled by her family's decisions. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius wrote that you have power over your mind, not outside events. And when you marry a woman who cannot think for herself, who cannot make decisions without consulting her family, you are giving power over your marriage to people who are not in it. That is a recipe for conflict. Number 4, her emotional needs. Many men assume love simply means providing financially for women. They think that if they work hard, pay the bills, and keep a roof over her head, they are being good husbands. And that's important. But it's not enough. Some women hide their emotional expectations while dating because they don't want to appear demanding. They don't want to seem needy or high maintenance. They want to be the cool girl, the one who's easy to be with. After marriage, those needs become much more obvious. She may desire more communication, more support, more affection, more quality time, more words of encouragement. The danger comes when neither spouse expresses their expectations clearly. Healthy marriages are built on communication, not mind reading. You can't give her what she needs if you don't know what she needs. And she can't give you what you need if she doesn't know what you need. So ask the difficult questions before marriage. What makes you feel loved? What hurts you the most? What do you need from me when you're stressed? What do you need from me when you're sad? These conversations prevent many future disappointments. They also build the foundation of emotional intimacy that will sustain your marriage through the hard times. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught that it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. And when you react to her emotional needs with patience and understanding, you build trust. When you react with dismissiveness or frustration, you build walls. Number 5, the version of herself she thinks you want to see. This may be the most important point of all. Sometimes people present their best version while dating, but they show you their real version during marriage. Not only women, even men do this too. They hide weaknesses. They pretend to enjoy things they don't like. They suppress habits, avoid difficult conversations, act more patient, more generous, more spiritual than they really are. Then marriage begins. The mask slowly disappears. That's why wise relationships require time. Don't rush. Observe consistency. Notice whether words match with actions. Notice how she behaves around people she doesn't need to impress. Character is revealed over time. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus also taught that no great thing is created suddenly, and a strong marriage is no exception. It is built through the accumulation of small observations, each one revealing another layer of who she really is. You cannot know a person in a month or even a year. You can only begin to know them. Real knowledge comes over time, through countless interactions, through conflicts, through joyful moments and difficult ones. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius wrote that the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. And when you observe her over time, you will see the color of her thoughts. You will see her priorities, her values, her instincts, and you will know whether they align with yours. So, guys, marriage decisions should never be based on attraction only. Beauty fades, emotions change, life changes. But character remains one of the strongest foundations for a lasting relationship. A wise man doesn't only marry because he is in love. He marries because he has observed wisdom, kindness, consistency, effort. He marries because he has seen her handle pressure without breaking. He marries because he has seen her manage money with wisdom. He marries because he has seen her honor her family without being controlled by them. He marries because he has seen her express her emotional needs honestly. He marries because he has seen her be herself, not the version she thinks he wants to see. The purpose of this video is never to make men suspicious of women. It is to encourage wisdom before making one of the biggest decisions in life. If you found value in this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Drop a comment below and tell me. Have you ever discovered something about your partner after marriage that surprised you? I read every single comment, and I personally reply to as many as I can. Until next time, stay wise, stay patient, and never stop becoming the man she can trust.